It is the Homemade Broadcast, episode 588. My name's Will Kuntz. This is Anna Hummel.
Hi, sorry we're late. It's my fault.
It's not your fault.
No, it actually is my fault.
Oh, it literally is your fault.
Yes.
Well, that's a second,
Yeah,
changes the story a little bit.
Whose fault would it be? It's mine.
What did you do?
I didn't have any work today at work until middle of the day, and then got it done. And I was like, there you go, boss. There's all the work you wanted. And they go, this is all wrong. And I went, oh, that's interesting. So I had to redo it, and I went a little over. So I do apologize.
That's all right.
For the tardiness.
I assume that it seems like your line of work would be busy this time of year, but I guess that's not the case. Huh?
It's literally the exact opposite.
That's so strange.
No, it's not at all. And I don't want to give any more details about why it's not, because I don't want to give away where I work. But it's actually the opposite. But it's about to get busy.
Oh, it's about to
get busy.
Okay.
Because we'll talk later.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the program. I went and gave blood yesterday, and I'll tell you why I did it. Not because I'm care about people, but because I got a mailer. I have O positive blood, Anna, which is a universal donor, very sought after.
It's O negative.
I think O positive is too.
I know. I will give you $5. Wait, do you want to make a wager? Do you want to make a wager?
Do I want to make a wager
right here, right now? $5.
Okay.
$5.
All right. Shake on it.
What is the universal donor?
All right.
I say O negative. He says O positive.
Is O positive universal donor? It's a universal donor.
Where?
Group O can donate red blood cells to anybody.
Yeah, but I said O negative. You said O positive.
I think it's group O. I think what this means is you can, if you're positive or negative, you can still donate.
Well, let's look at why O negative is better than O positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
O negative blood is also called the universal blood type because people of any blood type can receive it.
Boom!
Can people? Okay. See, we're getting conflicting information here because it says Group O can donate red blood cells.
Look at the first question. Can O positive donate blood to anyone?
Okay.
Let's see what that says.
Not universally compatible. O positive red blood. Okay. Well, I owe you $5 buckaroonies.
Yeah, baby. This is how we make our money.
All right. Well, anyway, I don't know why they wanted it, but if that's not the case, they still sent me a mailer that they were going to give me a $50 gift card to Amazon.
Dude, so many people are going to die because they're like, we have the universal blood type right here. And they're like, perfect. And then they get your blood and then they die.
Well, it must be second place then.
Like,
okay, certain types can't have it, but most can. Type of thing. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah. The worst is like AB positive.
Yeah.
It's just super.
How do people have different blood?
That's actually a really good question. I thought it was genetic, but I'm pretty sure my dad has like B positive. My mom has O negative.
And it's
so
just
how did I get A positive?
It's like the shape of the blood cells are different.
I know that the positive and negative, Will, I'm gonna get technical with you right now.
Okay.
So try to follow along. There's thingies on the hemoglobin cell. And if there's a thingy on it, that's positive. And if there's no thingy on it, that's negative. That's why negative can give to positive, but positive can't give to negative. So it's the thingies.
Okay. Yeah.
Thingies.
But I just don't understand why blood is different.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, maybe that'll be something I study in my own time. But anyway, they sent me a mailer. They go, we'll give you a $50 gift card if you come out to give blood. And I was like, that's a pretty good deal. So I went and made an appointment. There's stuff I want to buy on Amazon that I don't want to pay for. It's like, stuff you need, you never want to buy. It's not like fun stuff. Yeah.
Underwears.
Yeah. Toilet paper, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this would be a good opportunity to purchase these things that I do need, but I don't want to buy with my own money. So I'll go in there, grab that 50. I made the appointment, pretty smooth process. Went in. The girl was a little rough with me a little bit.
Phlebotomist.
Yeah.
Did you get it in one of them buses?
No, I went to the center.
Oh.
I went to one of the centers. And usually they offer you like a drink, because
OJ
or soda or something. She did not do that. In fact, after I remember, I got done really quick, and I remember thinking, "Wow, that's much faster than I remember." So I go. She wraps me up, and I said, "Is there a soda or anything?" She goes, "Oh yeah, they're in the fridge. Grab one." I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do your job. So I went and grabbed a soda and left. And I had to run
after the blood. You take the blood. You get a soda afterwards, right?
Well, usually they give it to you during, so you can drink it while you're in the donating. But I took it with me in the car, and I had to run some errands. So I was out for a few hours. I would say about almost 2 hours later, I was heading into the store, and I'm going to take this stupid Band-Aid off.
Mm-hmm.
It's annoying me. And I've never had any issues before. So I unwrapped it, threw it in the garbage, and walked in the store. I felt like liquid on me. Something was dribbling on me, or a bug was on me or something. I looked down, and I am spurting blood out of my arm. I'm coated. It's all the way down. It's on my shorts, my shoes. And it's like immediately, as soon as I walk in the door, I just went, "Oh God, oh my God." And then I just turned around and walked out to the car. And I'm trying to find napkins. I'm bleeding all over the car. The car's got a bunch of blood in it now. And finally, I managed to plug the hole, and it seems to be all right. It's a little bruised, but it seems fine.
Never given.
I don't know what happened. I guess I just didn't wait long enough to take the Band-Aid off.
I mean, how long did you wait?
Almost 2 hours.
You should be good.
I should be good by then. I think they say 4 hours, but.
Is it like a bigger? Maybe it's a bigger hole when they take blood versus when you just have to have a blood test. Yeah, blood test is pretty minimal.
I think it is. I think it's a little bit. The diameter of the needle is a little bigger. But so I had to get home, and I didn't know this. My friend's a nurse, and she saw the Instagram story that I put up. She was like, "Peroxide will get blood out." Because I was like, I got to throw away all my clothes and my brand new shoes that I bought that I never wear. White shoes, Jordans, love them. I love them so much I don't wear them because I don't want to get them dirty. So I decided to wear them that they bled all over them. But the peroxide actually worked. I kept my shorts. My shorts are saved. I don't know how, but the peroxide pulled it out. But I'm outside, and my fiance was out of town for the weekend, and I'm out there with peroxide cleaning blood out of her car. I'm like, everyone's gonna think I killed her. Yeah. This is not a good look. Right. But I mean, I had to really go through with a fine-tooth comb and get all the blood out. But
well, can I just say this? Welcome to being a woman.
Yeah. Wow. Really? Is that what it's like when
it's not spurting blood, but gushing. I mean, there's lots of listen, and people will lie about this, but as a chick, you start menstruating. I started when I was 11 years old. I was able to carry a baby. That's disgusting. God is sick. But anyways, of course there were times where you just like, bleed all over your pants, bleed all over your underwears. Maybe you had a sister like mine who would steal your clothes, bleed in them, crumple them up, throw them in her closet, and then I would find them 6 months later, and they would just be completely destroyed, blood all over them. Of course, they were like my khaki corduroy pants. Oh my God! What the hell?
Dog ate the crotch out of them.
So gross.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it was a traumatic experience. I've never experienced that before. I like to think that I made somebody's day. Like, at least they had a good story to tell, that this guy just walked in and it was just squirting blood out of his arm everywhere. Oh man. But I actually tagged One Blood in it, and I was like, ooh, they got me good. And I got a DM from them, and they were like, we need to know about this experience, and we want to make this right. We want to make sure that, when you donate, it's a pleasurable experience. So please reach out to us. Not doing that. It's probably
your
my
fault.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like I said, she was a little rough. And before she did stick the needle in me, she went, "All right, bet." When she found my vein. So it was like,
was she 20
She's
years
young.
old?
Yeah, very young.
Gross. I despise young people these days.
Yeah.
Because they like to say things like, when I got my eyes checked, I think I told you this. She was like, when was the last time you got your eyes checked? This was not the optometrist. This was like the person checking me in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh God, it's probably been like 20, 22 years since I've had my eyes checked. And she said, that's before I was born.
Yeah.
Dude, I just wanted to smack the out of her, but I controlled myself.
Well, good.
I think I said, that's nice. Wow.
Didn't ask.
Good for you.
Thanks a bunch. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I mean, what am I going to do? Reach out and be like, yeah, the girl didn't offer me a soda and was a little rough and said bet before she stuck the needle in me. And what am I going to get her fired for that? Yeah. She like poked my, looking for it. Oh, okay. Bet. And she found it, which I think means we're good. I got it.
I've been learning so much Zoomer slang.
Mm-hmm.
Bet is like, all right. Or I think that's what it is. Like, yeah. It's basically like, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's what I gathered too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm hoping to get my $50 gift card to maybe buy some supplies to get more blood out. But actually, the peroxide worked pretty good. But it was a very traumatic experience. I was like, did she really hurt me? And am I gonna have to go to the hospital?
Bet.
Anyway, so sorry we're late. We do have some this story on a bazaar. Did you hear about this one? This kid where is it? I think he's in Dunnellon, which is up north pretty far.
No, I've not heard of this.
He claimed that he was assaulted by some men and shot, and he broke his phone, and there was a big massive manhunt for him. Well, they ended up finding him. Turns out he shot himself and tried to blame it on some Hispanic guys. I think this is a fake hate crime on a whitey.
You mean like bio whitey?
Bio, right?
Yeah.
Fabricated bio whitey.
The Juicy Smollett.
Yes.
The white Juicy Smollett.
That's right. This is Juicy.
Wow.
The white Juicy.
New at 4 o'clock, a hoax. That's what Marion County Sheriff's Office officials are now calling the disappearance of 17-year-old Caden Speight. He was found unharmed on Friday after an Amber Alert was sent out, reported that he was missing. So here's the latest information we now know. Speight texted his mom Thursday night saying he was shot by 4 Hispanic males and then kidnapped on County Road 484 in Dunnellon. Marion County Sheriff Billy Wood says the text was a lie and said Speight rode a motor or bicycle, we should say, to Williston. Shortly before, though, he was found. Wood says Speight shot himself in the leg.
Now, many of you have asked, will Caden be facing any charges? What about the taxpayers' cost of this large-scale investigation and search? Trust me, it is on my mind. I can tell you those items are not off the table at this point.
That was a video that was released a short time ago by Sheriff Woods, and he says Speight's parents are blocking his detectives from interviewing the 17-year-old.
Interesting. And this got picked up by the New York Post, picked it up, so it's a real deal story now. They had some reporting that a Florida teen feared to have been kidnapped by 4 Hispanic men last week, faked his own abduction, and even shot himself in the leg as part of the painful, elaborate hoax. He's 17 years old, Caden Speight, was feared to be in grave danger when he suddenly vanished in Dunnellon, north of Tampa last Thursday. I mean, way north of Tampa. This is like Big Bend area, but whatever. I guess when people think about Florida, like the midsection,
it's like
Tampa,
Orlando,
Miami. Yeah,
That's
and then
it.
you might get Tallahassee or Jacksonville in the
Yeah.
other corner. His disappearance triggered a desperate search and an Amber Alert after authorities uncovered his abandoned car with evidence of a single gunshot close by.
Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think motivated him to do this? Because I have a few ideas.
Okay, well, I mean, they have some speculation here in the. I'd like to hear yours. Yeah.
He couldn't take going to the beach anymore and the loud music. It's like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to hear Bad Bunny at volume 40 every time I'm trying to. Hey, maybe he was at Rainbow Springs. There you go, trying to enjoy a nice afternoon in a freshwater spring, but all he hears is and he's just like, I can't do this anymore.
Can't do it anymore.
So he shot himself in the leg just to get some peeps in trouble.
Well, it is interesting because he said he was reported to be wearing a MAGA hat at the time, was believed to have been spotted in light-colored van with 4 unidentified men. Law enforcement searched for the teen overnight with a helicopter and checked hospitals to no avail. Speight's distraught sister, Bailey, even posted a passion plea on Facebook for her brother's return. Speight was eventually located on Friday, and now authorities say he was never actually in danger, but made it up as a hoax. The initial details that Caden texted to his family were proven false, completely made up. We did find evidence of a single gunshot where Caden left his truck. However, his claims that he had been shot and abducted were quickly disproven. The teen is believed to have fled on his bicycle in the moments after he claimed to have been kidnapped. He also purchased a tent and camping supplies.
Wait, let's not just read the whole thing, but what do you think it was?
I mean, it sounds like he wanted to try to pin it on Hispanic dudes. But why? I mean, is he racist?
Can I do pros and cons?
Yeah.
Cons. Don't fake a hate crime. That's disgusting. That's a juicy Smollett type thing. And
do you know, by the way, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that there's a documentary on Netflix that kind of goes, well, maybe he wasn't making it up.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure all evidence points to yes, he was. But I do have to give this guy a little bit of credit, because if you're going to commit a crime, please commit it on yourself. That's where you get points. He didn't shoot these 4 Hispanic men. He shot himself and blamed it on them. Now, I will say not good, but better.
Yeah.
Better than a Tyler Robinson or Ice Bro. I don't know what his name was, or any of the trans guy that killed the 2 children that were praying, which is like just abhorrent. At least this guy was like, I'm going to shoot myself. And I know that I can outsmart the police departments as a 17-year-old child. Yeah. I'll get away with this.
You never get away with
it. Dude.
Really. Especially now everybody has Ring cameras and cell phones. They're gonna find you. I remember, I can't find anything about it now, because whenever one of these cases, like a fake hate crime, makes national news, I go, I don't think so. I don't think it's real.
When they think it's okay before it's
before when it first initially happens and there's reporting about it, I'm going, I don't think so. I doubt it. Now, maybe I always keep an open mind, maybe, but I don't know. When you see a SS symbol, I don't know if you could say the N-word on, not that N-word.
Whoa, bro. What the hell?
The National Socialist symbol, and it's like etched backwards. They don't know if they don't know. No, if they don't know how to write it, you know it's fake, because typically National Socialists know how to draw their symbol. But like, you ever see it's like etched in backwards and it just looks bad?
I'm like, do I know how to do it?
Yeah,
I could probably figure it out.
You could probably figure it out. Yeah. But these people don't know how to do it, and it always ends up being fake. There was once, I can't find anything about it now, because I remember when it happened, I was like, nope, didn't happen. I guarantee it. It was a university, I think of Tampa, professor came out and his car had that N-word and scratched into his car.
N-word.
That one. Yeah, the big one. And I went, no, I think you might have did it yourself. And then that story is wiped. There's nothing about it. No, I don't see any corrections. I don't see anything.
Do you see the original story?
No,
it's gone.
I'm either transported to a parallel universe where just that didn't happen in this timeline, or something happened, or they wiped the reporting on it. It's strange.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that one is fake or not, but I think it probably was. And the people that reported on it, the Times and WFLA or whatever, probably went, "Uh-oh, we'll just go ahead and get rid of this."
Yeah. Instead of
entirely.
stating your correction,
Yeah.
just wipe the story clean.
Yeah.
We don't need this
But
on
there's
our tab.
so many of those occurrences. Like, I can't think of one that has been real. That made national. The one where the girl said that some guy in a MAGA hat tore the hijab off of her in like Philadelphia or something.
That.
It didn't. Yeah, that one was fake. Juicy Smollett.
Holocaust happened.
That's true. Depends on who you ask.
Yeah, I was just about to say. They'll be like, it happened, but 6 million ?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
anyway, I don't know. Whenever you see those, so you got whiteys faking hate crimes. That really tells you where the power is lying now, too. White people are faking hate crimes
on themselves.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, better than killing someone for real. Someone else. It's
True.
not good, but it's better. Come on.
It's just
it's better than killing someone else.
The demand for these things is much higher than the supply. I think that's pretty clear in today's world. I had a few more stories here. We got some good stuff. You have yours picked out?
Yeah. Can we just talk about Jane Goodall for a second?
We can.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me pull that up here.
She has a little special place in my heart.
Well, she did. Yeah.
She did. I saw her speak live at Oakland University in Michigan, probably in 2012, 13. Just a sweet elderly woman at the time. If you can recall, she was 91.
Yeah.
She was the one who did extensive like in-field research with the chimpanzees. I think was it in Kenya or like Ethiopia?
Kenya, I think.
Was it Kenya? Okay, yeah. Where she like fully integrated with the apes. It looks weird if you could just scroll down. Yeah, see, it's a banana, not something else. But yeah, she was big on the chimps. She watched them. It seems like she became maybe somewhat attached to these animals. She named them, and yeah, she'll be missed.
Yeah, I guess
it's Tanzania. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, where is that?
Africa.
Well, I know, but what part?
Africa's East Africa.
East Africa.
Like eastern, southern, like right below Kenya.
Yeah. There she is. Holding she was old as hell there.
I think that's not when she was like living with them. I don't think she had gray hair. She was like in her 20s when she was doing that.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, by the way, chimps are vicious animals. They will rip your face off. So she's really lucky nothing happened to her. Yeah. That's so funny that like she was a pretty girl.
Yeah,
it'd be crazy if she's like, oh, these animals are just so amazing, so peaceful, and then like they attack her and she just like slices it with a machete or something,
like the grizzly man.
Yeah, something like that. So
yeah, is this like the equivalent to your Steve Irwin?
I mean, Steve Irwin is also my Steve Irwin. I think Steve Irwin was more impactful in my life. My dad really grieved his death.
I think every dad in America did.
Really?
Yeah, my dad loved him.
Yeah.
I was really sad too, but he was like,
yeah,
he really broke it up.
He just had so much charisma. He's like, oh, crikey, this crocodile. You know what I mean? Just really so funny. Just he was the dad.
Yeah. He was America's dad for sure.
Even though he was Aussie.
Yeah. New Florida law. I did see this. I think we should inform the people here. What's the rule if you get pulled over and you might have had a few drinks?
The rule?
Yeah.
Like, or you mean
what do you do? You have a few drinks. I'm fine to drive, but that if you blow in the
go let them
machine,
let them arrest you and take you downtown.
Right.
Because if you blow or you start doing field sobriety tests, listen, you could be sober as, what do they say?
A judge.
Sober as a judge, you're going to fail the field sobriety test. Because they're just they're building a case against you.
Yeah.
You smelled like alcohol. Your eyes were red. You couldn't hold eye contact. sensitivity to light, you failed the field sobriety test, then you blow. The only time you blow is when you've had literally 0 drinks. Then you blow and then they can dismiss you. But if you've had any drinks, you don't blow, you don't do the field sobriety test, you go, nope. They go, well, then we got to take you downtown. And you're like, sweet, that buys me an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go downtown.
Well, apparently you can't do that anymore. It's now a felony if you do not partake in the field sobriety test, which I don't like that.
A felony if you don't?
If you don't, yeah. Let me just confirm. Let's watch this.
Well, in a matter of hours, really minutes, dozens of new laws will go into effect here in Florida, and one will crack down harder on repeat drunk drivers and boaters. With Tampa Bay's busy roads and waterways, the changes could have big local impact. Fox 13's Evan Moon is live in the newsroom to explain the new law. Evan, what did you learn?
Hi, Haley. Yeah, it's called Trenton's Law, and it raises penalties for driving and boating under the influence, DUIs and BUIs, especially for repeat offenders who cause deadly crashes. It also makes it a misdemeanor in some cases to refuse a breath test on the scene. So I spoke with a maritime attorney about these changes. Trenton's Law is named after 18-year-old Trenton Johnson, killed in a DUI crash by a repeat offender.
It's hard to criticize, increasing penalties on that kind of thing. Obviously, if you kill someone twice driving drunk in 2 separate instances, you probably should go away for a very long time.
The new law increases penalties for anyone convicted of DUI manslaughter or vehicular homicide from 15 to 30 years in prison if they already have prior offenses on their record. It comes at a time when FWC reports BUI cases are increasing in Florida. Last year, 24 fatal boating accidents were due to alcohol use. But St. Pete police have told us BUIs are harder to spot.
Out there, a lot of the BUIs come from crashes. A lot of our boating crashes end up being BUIs as well. And then whenever we do boats.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever been on a boat and not been hammered?
No.
Me either.
Including the captain?
I think that every time I've been on a boat, from the time I was a young boy all the way until now as a middle-aged man, every time I've been on the boat, everybody on the boat, including the captain, has been hammered. It's part of the fun of boating. It's why boating is so fun.
You need new friends. You need to charter a boat.
We're fine.
Okay.
I mean, listen, you can be a good boat driver. It's less dangerous than driving in the road.
Yeah, because there's less traffic.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. Have some drinks. Just get on the boat. I don't know. It depends on who it is.
Stops for whatever infraction.
Question.
Yeah.
Would you rather have being driven around Tampa Bay in a boat by a drunk man or a sober woman?
Drunk men. They're typically pretty good at it. They have a lot of experience. I'm telling you, every time I've been on a boat, if whoever's been driving it has been hammered, and they weren't ladies, they were all dudes, and they all did a great job. Driving hammered?
You would feel more comfortable with a drunk man, like visibly drunk man, or a sober as a judge woman.
That's men's element. Is drinking and boating.
Okay, so you would feel more comfortable, more at ease.
Yeah,
with a drunk man than a sober woman.
If the sober woman was like in the Coast Guard,
no, she's like me.
No, I'm taking drunk guy.
That's really misogynistic and disgusting.
That's right,
and I feel the same way.
Well, good to know.
Once you start interacting with them, it's pretty easy to tell.
Local law enforcement have been working on cracking down.
4th of July or Memorial Day, we would work Operation Dry Water, which is just an operation with multi-agencies who work together specifically targeting BUIs.
Attorney Griffin Shear notes the new law does have...
Like, he should have on his back fun police, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I'm here to ruin your fun.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Like, if you crash, then okay.
Yeah.
Then all is fair. But, if you're out there just hunting people who are, having a good time.
They're like, my boat is parked. Or not parked, but what do you call it? Docked.
Anchored.
Yeah. They're just like, sorry.
Yeah.
You're on the boat.
You gotta blow into this.
some ambiguity, broadening the definition of impairing substances beyond alcohol and drugs.
It prohibits driving or you're operating a boat around any substance that has the potential to impact performing any of the mental tasks of daily life. Which
It's weed, I think is what that
is that
means.
like the Ryan Hoppy of
Of
lawyers? Because what the hell?
He's got a lot of spaces in between his teeth, not just one in the middle, but he's got those weird teeth that are spaced. They're all separate.
Right.
Those are freaky.
can mean anything, so it'll depend how it's enforced. I mean, because if you drink too much coffee, that can impact your ability to go on in your daily life. You know, you can accidentally take a Tylenol PM or something, and they might decide that they think it's impairing you.
The law also increases penalties for refusing a breath test.
If you are driving or boating and you refuse to take a breathalyzer, you would lose your license for 12 to 18 months. And then on the second time,
he
if you
drooling?
did it again,
He's
you would
drooling.
then
Well, he doesn't have any. He's got those. He doesn't have any blockers. He's got baleen teeth, like a whale.
Okay, does he have a
He's-
little tissue?
Yeah.
get a
It's drooling,
misdemeanor
bud.
charge. Now, on the first time, you get a second-degree misdemeanor.
Bottom line, don't drink and drive.
Everybody's out there to try to have fun, have a good time. And we want that too. Everybody does. But we also want you to go home safe.
All right.
That's
so
enough.
there you go. So I don't know if you. I guess you can still refuse, but you won't have a license for over a year. If
Just
you
don't do it. I know it sucks,
Yeah.
but the captain you got to be sober, dude.
Not going to happen. Well, hey, we got to say goodbye to Radio St. Pete and podcast listeners. Please go subscribe. We're going to do some extra time here on Substack and YouTube. WillsYouTube.com. We're live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. So hopefully you'll join us next week live. Share it with a friend and give it thumbs up and comment. That stuff, that stuff really helps out. And go subscribe to the Substack, because once we get a certain amount there, I don't know what that is, but I want to start doing extra stuff on the Substack and just make it Substack only. And you can subscribe for free. HMBradio.substack.com, 813-693-2124. Thank you so much. Stick around for the extra bonus time. And goodbye, Radio St. Pete. All right. We're back. It's just us.
Yeah.
Whew. I get nervous.
Why?
I'm afraid to talk about certain things on Radio St. Pete.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like just the tone of it, it's just not appropriate sometimes.
Yeah.
When I say the N word and I'm talking, not talking about the big one, talking about, which I guess what's the difference? National Socialist, the N word, both bad. Probably shouldn't say that on Radio St. Pete, but
I got a jiu-jitsu fatty update.
okay, let's hear it.
Really uncomfortable moment yesterday at jiu-jitsu. We had the large woman. She's my inspiration. You know what? It is strange though. I do have to say this. It is very bizarre where I oscillate many times, even a minute, where it's like I'm so inspired by you, and then I'm like I'm so disgusted by you.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm so inspired by you. So disgusted by you. It is crazy that happens multiple times a minute even.
Yeah.
So yesterday I'm at jiu-jitsu and all the girls are together. All the ladies are together. There was 4 of us. 2 of us are like the same size, like normal. Then we got one 11-year-old and then, the giant one. So it's this awkward. We all group together and I'm like, all right. It seems obvious that the 2 girls that are similar size should go together, but then that means that the 11-year-old that weighs 40 pounds is going with the 300-pound heifer.
Yeah.
So you got to so we were mixing it up. But anyways, I heard my jiu-jitsu instructor, God bless him. He has no filter whatsoever, but he just he says something like this. He's not talking to us. He's talking to Fatty. And he goes, yeah, there's this one guy who said, I'm way too fat for that move, and he can do it. And the rest of us went, zing. We didn't know you could say that. You can't. So I ended up telling his wife, I'm like, you know what? I adore your husband because just zero filter. Zero filter. And then I thought to myself, maybe, just maybe she is like, do you think that someone would find that refreshing that people are just honest with you to your face instead of being like, no, you're good.
Self-censoring. Yeah.
You're fine. It's like, she's like, I know I'm not fine. I know I'm not fine. And what's so great about me doing jujitsu with this person is that I can touch you. I've always wanted to touch people. That sounds weird. I've always wanted to touch like the soft fats, but you can't just go up to someone like start, on their belly. I want to see what your arms feel like. Oh, no elbow. That's weird. And I'm allowed to do that. She signed a waiver saying I could do that to her. So, it's crazy to just like explore that body. It was a little scary there was a time where she was like standing over me and I was like, if she falls, I'm a goner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to, my inspiration, my muse, but also she's also like, this sounds so mean, but like my dad used to take pictures of like fat people off the internet and put them on his fridge. And it says, "Are you really hungry?" that was his way of like checking in. Am I really hungry or am I just bored?
It's abuse. It's abuse by your father. Oh, man.
So she's kind of like of that ilk where you would snap a photo and put it on the fridge and be like, am I really hungry? And you go, no.
Yeah.
So
do you think your father gave you an eating disorder?
He contributed to it, but I will say in his defense, if like my dad wasn't my dad, I would have still ended up with an eating disorder.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you talk to, and I challenge you listening, all 11 of you listening, talk to any woman you know and ask them, did you do some dumb shit maybe when you were younger to stay thin? Probably I would say 98% of them will say yeah. And that doesn't mean that they still do it or that they had like a clinical eating disorder, but they did some dumb shit. They took fen-phen. They maybe did a multi-day fast. They took diuretics. They took laxatives. They did something crazy to get slim.
Yeah.
So if it's not your parents, the media gonna get you. Well, social media gonna get you.
I don't even know if that's a woman thing because I mean I've done that too, taken like weight loss pills, and I did this thing called Alpha Stack, I think it was, or Animal Stack. Back in the day, it was just a bunch of pills. It was like a packet about that big, and it probably had 10 pills in it. And you take that like twice a day, and it was supposed to like raise your body temperature so you burn fat. And I was at a USF game. I was still in college, and I was drinking beers, and I took I gotta take my pills, and all I had was beer. You
brought them
that
to the
day.
game?
Yeah, all I had was beers. Just started in the morning, so I took out my pills and dumped them all in my hand. And I remember somebody turned around and went, "Good Lord, what's up with all those pills?" And I was like, "I have AIDS." And they went, I was like, "I'm just kidding. I don't want to have AIDS." And then I just washed it down with some beers. I'm surprised.
What happened to you?
I mean,
were you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if you like
through.
fainted or something.
I felt like I was going to, but no, I was fine. But so, I mean, basically what I'm saying is, I think men do that too. Everybody, maybe Americans just have that.
Yeah, I would say sure, but I will say it's definitely more prevalent with women. My dad didn't really give me like an E. Yeah, maybe he did. But this is what my dad did. My dad, this is going to paint my dad in a poor light, and I don't mean to do that. But he was just like, I remember sitting like in the back seat of the car, I'm maybe like 7, 8, 9, and a fat lady would cross the road. And my dad would just be like, ugh, disgusting.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, you associate, you go, don't want to be that.
Yeah.
Don't want to be that.
Right.
So, and both my parents independently, like not when they were together, not like divorced, but like separately. I remember being in the car with my dad, and my dad's like, "Can I give you some advice?" I'm like, "Sure." He goes, "When you get married," he goes, "don't get fat."
Yeah.
Don't get fat. And my mom said the same thing, not in the presence of my father, but she was like, "You can't let yourself go because, your partner signed up to be with you the way that you look when they started dating you. And obviously that you're going to age and stuff. That happens. But like my mom was like, don't let yourself go. Don't do it."
Mom was a little more diplomatic.
Yeah, certainly more diplomatic. But
the same thing.
But my mom's like habits were way worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she was like nicer about it, but she was engaging in stuff that was a bit maybe obsessive and compulsive. And she also put my fat ass in a girdle when I was 10 or 11. If you're not familiar with what this garment is, it gives you a flat stomach. It sucks you in. And I had this, like gross, like kind of prepubescent body. And, like, do you know what I mean by like pert tits? Kind of like a fat guy's tits you get when you're like 11 or 12 when they're like starting to blossom.
Right.
And my mom, I was doing dance, obviously. My mom owned a dance studio, and I try on the costume. It's form-fitting, to say the least. And my mom was like, why don't we get you a girdle? I'm like, what's that? She's like, oh, just like, it makes you feel. Of course, it's like a tube that goes from here to here that gives you a flat stomach. But I don't know if you ever play with those squishy toys where like you squeeze it and then like the water comes out this way.
Yeah.
That's what happens with your body and fat. So super flat stomach and just like heavy on top. Fat ass. Fat ass for a kid, but flat stomach.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That. Wow.
Anyways.
So your parents gave you an eating disorder,
why
both of
not?
them equally. Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know how we got on this subject, but
I gave the jiu-jitsu fatty update.
oh, that's right. That's right.
My hero, and also what's the opposite of a hero?
Anti-hero. Villain.
The villain.
There's so many good stories. I want to make sure we get to. I guess this is the one. This one just, I don't know if it's real. I mean, I know it happened. The event happened, but I don't know. Well, let me just pull it up and show everybody here. Ice Cube. Now, this is from the Times of India. The India Times.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. I've seen other people use them as a source. But his tour bus was firebombed in Portland, Oregon a few days ago. They're reporting that it was firebombed because Portland, I guess, is a complete war zone, at least the downtown area of Portland.
Right now it is, it seems.
Yeah. And I think it has been for years since COVID, pretty much. It's just been like that.
Yeah. I was there in March. It was all right.
And did you go at night?
No, I went during the day.
Okay. I think it might be sort of under control during the day. But at night, I think is when it just pops off. But Ice Cube, his name is Ice Cube. Okay. There's some issues with the organization, a government organization called ICE, that are enforcing immigration law
Immigration, customs, and enforcement.
Yeah. And they're taking people and, processing them and, deporting them, maybe, if you're supposed to. In many cases, not. Sometimes there's mistaken deportations, but even those, are they really? I don't know. But the Times of India is reporting that Antifa got confused because they thought it was a ICE bus. I mean, that's just peak clownery, if that's where we're at right now. I see things all the time and I just go, that's too funny. That can't be real. And then it ends up being real.
I need to see this bus, because if it just has like a black man's face on it,
yeah.
Does it just really highlight ICE and, you have the fine print of Cube? I don't see that happening.
Yeah, this guy.
Let me tell you, I hope it happened.
Yeah.
Because it's hilarious.
It's pretty funny. Oh, he said it wasn't my bus. It was a crew bus. This is from Ice Cube directly. Parked in front of the hotel. Everybody was upstairs sleeping. Nobody hurt. No equipment damage. A coward set fire to my bus. My bus was actually in Oakland getting service.
That's crazy still.
It's still pretty wild. And I get the...
Can you play that?
This one?
Yeah, I want to see if that's the bus. Like, what does
Okay.
it look like? I mean...
God damn.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, it's hard to see what it looked like prior to the fire, which is what I'm interested in.
Oh, you wanted to see?
Yeah, like, is it obviously not an ICE bus?
Really tell. Well, there's the actual fire. Oh, is this it? Let's see. Oh boy. Wouldn't play there. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
never mind.
Christ.
Well, I don't know. So, I mean, maybe it just had Ice Cube written on it, or I don't know. I want that to be true. I want this to be true that these protesters firebombed Ice Cube's bus because they thought it was ice.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
It's hilarious.
And I mean, it's terrible.
It's hilarious.
But it's also just peak, world that we
Buffoonery.
live in.
Yeah,
right now.
it's funny because no one died.
Yeah.
Had someone died, it would have been like 10% funny, 90% not funny.
Right.
But no one died, thank God.
Thank God. Thank God. So I don't know. Either way, he got his bus firebombed in Portland. Portland's a mess. And I think the National Guard is there too now, right?
Yeah. I'm about to call my cousin too, because we've been supposed to connect. He lives in Portland. He's the one I went to go visit.
Yeah.
I'd love to get his take on this. Or maybe I don't.
Did you have another story that you wanted to hit on?
Let's talk about Bad Bunny, because
Bad Bunny.
I don't. You're obviously the football guy. You're the sports guy.
yeah.
The Super Bowl is for people like you.
Well, sports fans in general, male, female, of
Yeah.
any race, any creed.
But I'm just saying, when I say people like you, I mean people who are sports fans, and not
Okay.
that women can't be sports fans. I know they can do anything that men can do, but I would say that
Except pull-ups.
they can do pull-ups.
Yeah,
Some, not many,
Couple.
few.
I could do 0. So there's many that can do 2.
I could probably do a few chin-ups. I can probably do 0 pull-ups. Not proud, but anyways, this football, kind of like with the male cheerleaders, where people were just like, really, like Dr. Now, really. That's kind of how I feel maybe about this. So I'd like to get your take on this, because you're, prime demo for a American football fan. I hate calling you this, but you called yourself this, a middle-aged white guy.
Yep, that's me.
Football is for you. It's for everyone, but it's
Especially
your thing.
for me.
It's your
Yeah.
That's the demo. And so they were like, let's take this into consideration. What kind of music do middle-aged white guys like? Ooh, I know. Bad Bunny.
See, I could tell you that I think that they already have that audience. They have the middle-aged white guy audience wrapped because they want to watch the game.
Right.
What they're looking for is to draw other people who may not normally watch football to the Super Bowl to get their eyes on it.
Yeah.
So the strategy seems to be find some, Lady Gaga or whoever's popular at the time, which I didn't really realize how popular this guy was. I've heard of him. I know he was in like the Happy Gilmore movie. I didn't know he was like as famous as
He's pretty famous.
he's like the most famous person around. He's like Taylor Swift level famous.
I don't think that's the case. He briefly dated, pathetic, I know this, Kendall Jenner, which
Okay.
that's such a gross combination, because she is so beautiful. Even if her face is fake, I don't care. She's stunning.
Yeah.
And he's mid,
Yeah, he's pretty.
pretty mid.
He's all right. He's a good looking guy, I guess.
Dude, he like wears dresses and stuff.
Yeah,
He's giving me Alphabet Soup vibe,
Mhm.
if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Doesn't want to commit to any, I'm straight, I'm gay. He's like, I don't
Well, he
like
sold his
that.
soul. I mean, I think everybody can agree on that. If you gain that level of notoriety, I think something happened bad to you. You had to go through some gatekeepers,
Dude,
and they're demonic.
I literally yesterday was listening to this guy talk about how he saw the devil. And it was exactly this. He was like a rapper, and he was like doing a shoot with some guys, and he was like, how are you affording these like McLarens, da, da, da. And the guys just kept saying, we do demonic rituals. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean demonic? He's like, what kind of demonic rituals? He goes, listen, if you want to get famous, whatever you want to be an actor, a singer, a rapper, whatever. He's like, there are people we can introduce you to. And was implying if they can either fuck you in the ass or you suck their dick,
Wieners.
that you can do whatever you want in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my word. I clutched my pearls. I said, oh my God. So that maybe makes sense.
I mean, we heard the Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp interview,
Yes.
That broke the internet a few
Kevin
years ago,
Hart.
where he's talking about putting, men in dresses and filming them. And this guy, I guess, had to do the humiliation ritual for magazine covers. I don't know. Maybe he wants to wear them, but probably not.
And
But
now
this is the deal that he's bargained.
Now
and
he's headlining the Super Bowl halftime.
Yeah, and you get to a certain point too. You're like, I've already done all. I already wore a dress. Like, what's one dong? Hopefully it's just once, not a million times. Fingers crossed. And then it ends up being a million, of course.
But maybe it's one of those things where you like learn to like it.
Maybe.
You're like, thank you. Turns out I prefer this now.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You think that? Yuck. That's all I have to say.
He's been in the WWE. He's been in Happy Gilmore too. Rumors swirled in the days before the announcement about Taylor Swift potentially headlining the halftime show. Of course, that would have been huge for ladies out there. They would have, tuned in for that. But I guess because they don't get paid.
Yeah, I think I did know that.
Which is crazy. How do you not get paid? But they get to promote their album and
I mean, it's huge.
Everybody's eyes on you.
Well, it's just, I think it is kind of like the premier performance of any artist, right? Is like you performed at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anybody can go on tour, anybody can, but not everyone is asked to. You're icon level status if you are asked to perform at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And it really hasn't been, I mean, my favorite, being that I am a middle-aged white guy, was Creed's halftime shows.
Didn't
awesome.
even know.
Dude, awesome. Ruled. I think anybody would like that. But it was really good. I do too. Creed is one of those bands, much like Limp Bizkit, Korn, Nickelback even. I think you could put in that category where people might start to listen to it because it's fun and funny. But they were really popular, right? And then they kind of gained this popularity back through, I don't know how things happen. Yeah, kind of like they're kind of a joke, but then they transform again back into just like good again. Popular because record companies pushed them and people bought their albums, but then we're kind of embarrassed that they liked them. So it's kind of a joke. And then it's went all the way full circle into, I just like this band again, which Creed is one of those bands for me. But anyway, that was my favorite one. And this, I think it's just, I think it's a good choice. Like I said, they already have the me audience. They want the ladies and, and the homos and everybody else that wants to tune in and, watch the event. Get those tax dollar, or not the tax dollars, the ad revenue flowing.
Right.
So I think it's a good choice. I mean, what do you don't like?
Listen, not that I'm the level of the hoax kid in Marion County, but I hate Latin music. I hate it. I hate it all.
I get it.
I really just don't like it. It sounds bad. It sounds annoying. It's never like, oh, this is listenable. It's always just like, shut up. That's who. Come on now.
Let's watch this because
what is that?
This is the only thing, and people have pointed it out already. But this is the same guy who wasn't going to perform in America because he was afraid of getting ICE raided, and his people that went to his shows would get swooped up by ICE agents.
That would have been hilarious. Like shooting fish in a barrel.
I wonder if this is actually going to have to do with the story or not. Let's find out.
Bad Bunny is skipping the U.S. on his tour or his concert tour over ICE fears. In a magazine interview, he says that he's worried that ICE agents will detain people.
Yeah, that is that outfit there.
What is he, the court jester?
I was going to say, it looks like he's like in Robin Hood or something, the bad guy in Robin Hood.
People who attend his concerts. Bad Bunny has been performing a 30-concert residency in Puerto Rico. And
do you think he showed up to that event like what he's wearing now? Because that's him.
Yeah.
It's just a Nike hat, baggy clothes.
His world.
And then some guy who got him into the biz was like, we got an outfit for you.
We are
And
several
it's like,
hours into
oh,
a federal government shutdown, and there
government shutdown too. And then he's like, oh man, I don't want to wear that. And they're like, well, you're gonna wear it or else. And he's like, okay, I'll put on bad guy from Robin Hood outfit and stroll out there and prance around. But it is kind of funny, of course, because the Super Bowl is taking place in America. He is
American. He's Puerto Rican. He's not Mexican. He's American. Yes, they're American citizens.
They're territory.
Yeah, and they're American.
I wish we would just say, you be Puerto Rico. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We don't want... Good luck. Bye-bye. Here's some paper towels. Yeah, but they don't get to vote, or they do get to vote, but it doesn't
weird.
count.
They can't vote in the primary, but they can vote in the general election. So
And it counts in the electoral college?
I think so. I think they can't vote for who they're going to vote for, if that makes sense.
No, it does not.
Like they can't vote in any primary, I don't think, but they can vote in the general election. So they can't vote who they will be voting for in the future. It's so bizarre. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Kind of.
You can't vote in the primary, which is who you want to vote for in the general election.
Mm-hmm.
But you can vote in the general election. So you just can't vote for who you're going to vote for.
Yeah. Either become a state or don't. You're going to either...
Well, I don't think that's up to them.
I think they could have a referendum. See, I feel like if you're a territory, you're just getting the benefits of being, a citizen of America, but none of the downsides.
What are the downsides?
I think it's just uncool, mostly, to be part of America right now. America's not very cool these days.
But Puerto Rican, if you say I'm Puerto Rican, people are like, oh, Americano.
Yeah, compadre.
Yeah,
amigo.
no. But what about people from like Guam?
Yeah, that's
Dude,
just
Guam is like out there.
That's just a military base.
I know.
Against China.
Still a territory, though.
That's where my uncle wanted to move, Guam.
Daryl?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he's clinically insane. Yeah. I was like, dude, we looked up, things about Guam. Apparently it just rains all the time. And they have huge spiders. Like big ones. Big honkers. Just running around. It costs so much money to get anything because it's in the middle of the ocean.
It really is. It is out there.
So like a Snickers bar is like $10.
Yeah, I think it's like closer to Japan than it is to California for sure. Right?
I think
it's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like northwest of Hawaii, right?
I don't know. It's more west. I don't know if it's north or south, but it's in the middle of nowhere. I was actually like shocked when I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's out there. Hawaii's even really far from the mainland.
Hawaii shouldn't be a state either.
Really?
I don't think
Come on,
so.
You don't want that?
I think Hawaii should be Hawaii.
You want their own country?
Yeah. Just do their own thing. It's too far. It's not like even Alaska's pushing it in my book. It's just it looks unkempt. There's too much space. There's a bunch of water out there. You're halfway in the ocean in Hawaii. Alaska has kind of got that
drip.
Yeah, that little peninsula thing that comes down and kind of hugs over Canada.
Archipelago.
Yeah.
It is kilometers away from Russia. There's like a little island called like Small Iota or something, and then there's like Big Iota, and one's Soviet and one's American, and they're just staring at each other.
Yeah. Sarah Palin, like you could see Russia from her house.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't even think she said that. Tina Fey said that in an SNL skit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it got attributed to Sarah Palin. Anyway, going off the rails here. But yeah, Alaska's got a lot of natural resources, so I guess they can stay. But Hawaii, sorry.
You got coffee.
Gotta go.
Sugar. Japanese. You don't want it?
Nah.
I want it.
I mean, I'd like to go visit, but I'd like to visit Hawaii.
Yeah.
Get out my passport and,
well,
it's just too far away.
I might be needing my passport soon, if you know what I mean.
No.
Teaser. I might be going somewhere pretty special in December. So
Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico.
no. Israel.
Oh, good.
Oh no. Waited on bated breath. My assumption is Hamas will not be taking the peace deal.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But listen, bar anything happening that's like a major flare up, like I will go there. And when I expressed to my father, I don't know if it's a good time. That's what I said to him maybe a month ago. I said, I don't know if it's a good time. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news. Seems like shit's a little crazy,
war.
Unstable. And my dad said, quote, would you like to guess what my dad said?
He said,
what did Papa Hummel say when I said I'm scared?
It's not there. It's another part of the country.
Wow, my dad is Colombian.
I'm just really bad at impersonations.
My dad said, hey, don't be a pussy.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm like, what if something bad happens? He goes, so you die. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, let's go. Book me a ticket, please.
It's pretty much the worst thing that can happen, but when it does happen, you're not gonna mind or care.
Yeah.
So
he said, quote, don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, well, guess I'm going.
Okay.
So unless something crazy happens, I'll be there the first week of December.
Wow. Well, good luck. I mean, we can add that to my send-off state list. Israel can join Puerto Rico, Alaska, and Hawaii, as far as I'm concerned. Just bye-bye. Good luck. But anyway, good luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm going to be we'll do many more shows before I leave.
Yeah.
And I may not leave. I asked my dad about potential, refunds in the event of a war. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Have you been? You've been, right?
I was born there, and then I went.
That's right.
And then I went back once when I was 6.
But when did you leave? You were born there and then left.
87, left in 89.
Okay, so you don't remember it.
No.
Yeah.
But then I went back when I was 6. And had we sold our house in San Diego when I was about 8, the plan was to move back, and my parents couldn't sell their house.
Oh.
And it got to the point where it was like, I think like the years long, and they just decided the kids are established here. Let's just stay. But yeah, pretty crazy to think that if I went back to Israel, I'd be speaking Hebrew. I would have been in the army.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crazy. But I didn't, and I'm a pussy. So here we are.
Instead, they got a divorce and they gave you an eating disorder.
Yeah.
As opposed to those two things.
Yep.
That's what life's about. The little unexpected turns.
The little gifts
do.
that people leave you. The curveballs.
That's right.
So yeah. Anyways, just some news for the people, some personal news. And that's it for today, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get the heck out of here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. No super chats today. That's okay. Please do go subscribe to that Substack, hmbradio.substack.com. Call or text me, voicemail or text 813-693-2124. You can follow me on Instagram at home_made_man. You can donate if you want to. Will Kuntz is my Venmo. I split that with Anna. And I hope you have a great week. Oh, yeah, I got stickers too. Look at that. Pretty good. Can you see that? They're really nice. So if you want some, I'll send them to you for free. Just email me, thehomemadebroadcast@gmail.com. Pleasure. Thank you, Anna. And thank you, everybody. Talk to you soon.